Evening all, and welcome back to Kerbalism. So we're starting this episode off at our moon base. Tibia. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm terribly sorry, but yeah. She's going to go into the science rover, which we brought over, and she's actually going to head over to the old base, the old mining rig base there, and she's going to grab from the old mining base as many oxygen containers as she can get them on this container here, and then she shall return back to our moon base, and hopefully we can try and get some of this processing working a bit faster. I think the main issue is that we have too much oxygen being produced and not enough oxygen storage. So yeah, so I will travel over to the moon base, and I will see you once we're there. And here we are at the old mining base. Get a little bit closer to it here. I am actually under a ridge. Yeah, my power is actually dropping, so I probably need to sit back and wait for the sun to rise a little bit here before we run out of power and things go terribly wrong. Also do with stopping before you crash into that, but yeah, that's okay. Right, we also have that weird bug with the graphics as well. I'm really not sure what does that. Something odd, but yeah. Okay, so what do we have on this? We have a hydrogen, water, carbon dioxide and oxygen tank. Don't have any fuel on board. Nope. These don't actually do anything because they don't have any processes in them that work. And we have some drills as well. And apparently these are actually running. They're pumping away. Right. Well, we definitely want the oxygen tank and the carbon dioxide. That would be useful as well. I think we'll take all 4 tanks, and we may also come back later for the drills because they might become useful. I don't know. So let's wait for the sun to rise, and then we can actually have a look at changing things over. So there's a small flaw in our plan here. This carbon dioxide container, oh no, it's a water container actually, is too heavy. There's too much water in it, so it's too heavy. I'm not all that fussed about the water one actually. That's I thought it was the carbon dioxide one. Does mean I need to kind of rearrange the bobs on here because things are going to be very odd weight wise. So let's reattach that to the actual top of the vessel, which I can't get it smack bang on the top, but that would have to do. That can go further back. There we go. Now it's looking a bit more like a weird space racer car. But yes, so onto the door, please. In you get. Okay, and we will head back home to the base here. We may come back later and steal other bits and pieces from this. I would kind of like to, but maybe in a bit of a larger rover, like a bit more substantial. Because right now this is probably at its kind of limit. I'm gonna have to drive it back very slowly, otherwise it's going to tip over and cause all sorts of problems. So I shall see you when we're back at our new mining base. And here we are, back and reloaded, so we haven't got that dodgy graphics bug. I'm really not sure what causes that. It's obviously a mod conflict somewhere, I guess, or something just odd. But yeah, it's as if all the textures just double up for some strange reason. But it's not game breaking. It just looks very strange. Okay, right. So let's reverse back over to here, and we shall reattach these tanks onto our new station. Our new mining rig. Provided, of course, they don't randomly explode like they did before. That's not really what we want at all. Kind of want them to be intact, not explosive. Right, so what have we got here? Let's have a look see first. We've got carbon dioxide and hydrogen. So if I copy that and hydrogen. Right, so I want to grab that. I was too far away. No, don't fall down. Oh, well, right, and okay, we'll grab the carbon dioxide one first. And I'm going to put that there. I'm hoping putting it. I'm gonna, yeah, let's put it there. There we go. Climb. No, don't go up there. Gonna be too far away from that. Yep. Pull down a little bit. Nice and gently. Okay. You can't grab it. Damn it. Well. Okay, so we'll put it there, and then we will put it on the other side, because they can only reach so far, which is fine. That's understandable. Okay, and we'll attach that one there. There we go. Right, now we just have an oxygen one left, and I don't really know where to put that one to make it look even or anything, so I'm not going to put it anywhere that makes it look even, so we're just going to put it on the side. I'm just literally going to put it there, I think, because it doesn't matter. Oh no, we're okay. Let's switch over to this and drive it away. If it will drive away. Yep, it does. Awesome. Right. I was worried there I just put the tank inside it and it was going to cause all sorts of explodiness, which is not good. Not good. Okay, let's get back inside here and we'll look at whether it works. Board. Okay. So, the oxygen is filling up. That's awesome. What does it say here for time-wise? It still says 159 days. What if I stop that, then restart it? I am very confused by this. In all my testings, the Convertitron used absolutely daft amounts of power and converted water very, very quickly. But for some reason here it's going really slowly, like really, really slowly. I'm just not sure why. Our hydrogen process isn't doing anything. I don't know what that actually needs. I think that needs ammonia. Got water electrolysis. start it again. It's just not running at the pace that I expected it to be running at, if I'm honest with you. Something is going astray here that I'm missing. I think I am definitely missing something, because the water electrolysis should be using like 200 electric charge a second to break down water, and I've just dropped that down to in fact, let's just turn off the reactor. Hold on, let's deactivate the reactor. Oh, there we go. It actually now says we're using 89, which is not the 200 and something that the reactor goes. Let me go back to the VAB and have a look at what I'm missing here. Hold on. Right, so here in the VAB, the converter-strom 250, which is what we have, for water electrolysis is supposed to use 216.2 electric charge a second. We're getting 89, which isn't even half that. I am wondering whether these figures might be for if it's running at full power. I'm not sure, because obviously I have now researched new stuff, so when I put one of these down, it actually has 3 options to it rather than just 2. So that's an older version one. Oh, upgrade slot. Because obviously all my testing that's been done has been done in a creative world where you just throw these in together and they've got the full oomph to them. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's just simply that I am missing bits and pieces here that I'm assuming things work the same as they do when it's all set up fine, but obviously I don't have all the engineers on board. Maybe that does something. I don't know. I guess I'm missing something. But regardless, it's still going to take 150 days, apparently, to get any form of liquid fuel, which is kind of slow, like really slow. Like it's not. That's. I need a much larger, much more incredible moon base for doing that sort of thing. Okay, so some time has passed. The morning is just breaking here, and we are now on 3.2 million credits. We just completed the contract to get all the 9 asteroids done. So let's have a look, see here whether we can get another one of those. Map 19 asteroids. Of course. Yep. Right. Just leave them going in terms of it. But speaking of asteroids, I think it is about time we try to look for one. So let's upgrade the tracking center for less money than it. That just said 500,000. How strange. I'm sure it was 800,000. Maybe I'm misreading it. Right, and now we've done that. We can actually track other objects. So if I turn off those, how's it did this? Ah, there you go, right click. So if I turn off those and just right click on unknown space objects and basically just wait for a while, they will turn up and we can have a look whether any are going to intersect Kerbin. Might have to also do that. The unknown ones. Hold on, that's space objects. These are. Yes, yeah. So we have to track these, don't we? So let's do that. There's one that's going to have a close encounter with Kerbin. Awesome. Another one, and then we've got 2 up here. Wow, you're on some eccentric orbit. And there's one more there. Boom. There we go. No more unknown objects, only 5 known asteroids. Right. So, those top there I am not interested in at all. Tracking that one. And stop tracking that one. No point to that. You are not really interested. You're far too far away. However, oh, we've got another one there. Another unknown one there. Let's track that one. Where's that going to go? Right. Okay. So, they're popping up all over the place. Right. You are going to have an encounter with Kerbin in 91 days. You are going to have an encounter with Kerbin in 89 days. You're going to have one in 38 days. So you currently win. Okay. Reckon those two. Now, what about you? It is your. Yeah, you're going to have an encounter in a long time. Okay. So it's this one we're interested in. To get an asteroid, I don't even know what that is. That is tell us which object we don't own. Orbiting ASTGWA03. Sure, there's a way to find out what class of asteroid it is. That is class C. Class C objects are about average size, around 7 to 10 meter range in radius. These are certainly not the largest objects out there, but they are fairly massive nonetheless. Okay, so that's fine. That's not going to need a mega craft. Basically, I would like to capture this and put it into a sort of stable Kerbin orbit. That way, it will generate contracts for tourists to come and stay on the asteroid for a while. And we can do that. But having said that, I'm wondering whether actually that contract was part of the contract pack that also gave me the space casino and things. I'm not sure. Let's capture the asteroid first, and then we'll figure out the contracts afterwards. Because we've got 38 days, so really have to worry about it desperately. But it is something we need to sort of do. Well, I suppose we could do it now and just fast forward time, really, couldn't we? Okay, so here we are in orbit, and you'll notice the station looks different, and that's because it is. I had a problem with the previous station. Extraplanetary launch pads, the version I was using wasn't compatible with 1.4.5. but it appeared to be working fine, so I just used it. Obviously, it's now been updated to the new version, so it's working. And there was some weird bug where every time I right-clicked on the construction port on the old station, the game would crash. Every single time. And I couldn't figure out why or what was going wrong with it, so I don't know. I thought of just replacing the top part there, and bits, but in the end, I just went, I'm going to rebuild the station. I have cheesed it into orbit, and I've removed the other one. So technically, this has cost 800,000 to launch. I transferred the Kerbals over, and I transferred all the scrap metal over. The rocket parts and scrap metal that we had. That's all been transferred over. You'll also see I'm using these green tanks here. These are the ones that actually come with the new version of the launch pad, so that's good. It's a slightly different design. Same sort of layout, but just a slightly different design. It's more compact. It's smaller. And it works. It works, most importantly, if I show the UI here, it actually works with timer. See, I'm building a craft here just to make sure it works. Yeah, the actual time works without being a time warp, so everything is good. Everything is awesome. I had the idea as well. I said about building a construction thing for the moon. And my brain went, why don't I just send this to the moon? Why don't I literally just strap an engine on the back of it, put some fuel in it, and send it to the moon? Because it's ideal. It's absolutely ideal. A little construction base on the moon. We have our fuel refiner on the surface. The construction can be on the port. The fuel refiner can the fuel refinery can refine fuel and I can't really transport it over. I could build a big orange tank rover with Bon Voyage, fill it up, and then just tell Bon Voyage to travel between the sites, and in that way the craft that launches with fuel on board could also have ore, which would bring up, and this could smelt the ore. That might work. I might do that. And then all I need in orbit of Kerbin is essentially just a couple of orange tanks with some docking ports. That's it. That's all you need. And then you just come from the moon to Kerbin to fill it up, and then from Kerbin surface to here, and then you can refuel, even just a small one, just a small refueling port just to get you to the moon, and then that could be our main base. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have the main base in orbit of the moon, which does require strapping a rocket to the back of this. I'm also tempted to expand it. I might. We've got loads of rocket parts here, but I'm thinking maybe if I was to build another one of these, this rear section here, and attach it on the back, so it's got 6 rocket storage bays. That might be a bit better. I don't think we're going to need as much scrap metal as we've got. I also don't have anywhere to store metal ore other than in there. But maybe sending up a metal ore, a 3-way metal ore container, and then put the engine on the back of that. And then I suppose another fuel container just to make things good. The other thing I might do as well, I might reinstall construction ports, or whatever it was called, Kerbal Construction. The one that allows you to have these docking ports and then they weld together. Just to save some parts, because this station is less parts. Exactly the same sort of thing, just less parts. But it's so much smoother. It's so much smoother than the old one. Granted, it hasn't got all the bits and pieces flying out on it, but yeah, but it's just so much better. So that's the idea. That's what I'm going to do. We'll send up some more rocket parts and bits and pieces. Obviously, money is still a problem. I still need to capture that asteroid. That is on its way in 30 odd days, I think. Still, it's on its way. I don't know where it is now. Oh, I'm not probably not tracking it. Ooh, there we go. Yes, yeah, there it is. So we will be capturing that. That's the idea. This, I might leave this in orbit until that point then, because I might send up some fuel to refuel it, because it's got a teeny tiny amount. So it might need some. Why is it using fuel? Oh, of course, the smeltery uses fuel. Oh, I had completely forgotten about that. You've only got 4 minutes worth of fuel left on you. Okay. Yeah. So, thinking we're going to have to refuel this. I had completely forgotten the smelter uses fuel. What an idiot. And by the magic of video editing, here we are on final approach with some additional fuel. Looking good. It's looking good. Do that and see whether the magnets. Oh, hold on. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. Okay. So, I would like, if you possibly could, to. No, I didn't want you to do that. You're going to bash into that again and bounce away. You see here, these docking ports are lighter. That's because I have in fact installed construction. So, we need to grab a Kerbal. You have your weapon equipped, awesome. Don't know whether the reactor's live or not. Oh dear. Get it under control, get it under control. You're okay. Okay. Right. So, you need to grab that and attach it just there for the moment. You then need to grab that. Oh, it's too far away. Right, we can fix that by telling this to do a little bit, please. Okay, so grab that. I think I'm going to wait for you to bounce and go back away first, just in case I attach it and the magnets grab onto things and stuff starts going very, very wrong. I do not want to get my Kerbal mixed up with these very powerful magnets. I think that may hurt. Also could do with that bouncing and moving away. Ooh, wing. Go, right. Now I don't know whether this is on the correct way or not, so I'm just going to have to hope that it is. So, moving away. Please move away. Go on, go on. There we go. Go on. Go on. Phew. There, and it is. Awesome. Right. That means that you can line up to that docking port there. Doesn't matter which way you're orientated. So for alignment's sake with this strip here, which is aligned with them, we should put it probe core top. Okay, so this, then I think I want to point prograde again, because that should orientate the craft to be the correct sort of way. Okay, target. Hello, go on here. Go forward. Go forward. Aha. Ooh, what is going on here? What is going on? Right, there we go. Let's see here. Magnets and attached. Awesome. Oh, you're going to get blown away a little bit. That's absolutely fine. You can now go back down there. There is some more things to grab off there. I do want to take off the burner engines and other bits and pieces. But for now, that I'm going to call successful. Because not only do we have a full orange tank worth of fuel, which is awesome, we also have a little bit of fuel left in here. Well, a lot actually. Which is going to start using for our smeltery, which is fine. But we also have an engine. Granted, it's in the wrong place. It could do with being there or even over here, because I think our centre of mass is going to be... I'm not sure. Those fuel tanks, I'm not sure. But more importantly, what I'm going to do to bring this episode to a close is I'm going to save it, because this is the first time we're using the construction mod on this current version. I don't want it to smash my station to pieces, which it has done in the past. We are then going to tell this we want to snap it. I think. Is this right? Snap it to 90 degrees. Don't remember whether I want to snap it or not. I think I do, to line everything up. So snap to 90 degrees. And then I want to compress parts and rotate. And there it is. Awesome. That drops 2 parts away from our station. It's not a great deal, but if you think we had each one of these ports as that's saving 6 parts there, plus whatever parts elsewhere. This station obviously would have had another one there, another one there, so that's 2, 4, 6, 8, that's 10 parts you're saving by plugging it in like that. Also, it makes things more rigid as well. Having it attached like that is just much more solid. So, yeah. Awesome. Success. We now have an engine that will make us fly off into oblivion. Could just put another engine on this side. I think when I send them all up, I'm going to send them up like this, with this bit on here. And just attach them, and then we'll see what we got left engine-wise when it comes to it. Because obviously, these are shorter. But anyway, that's it for this episode. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this one. Hope to see you again next time. Until then, as always, have fun.